All right, let's call the meeting to order. We start off with the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
All right, do we want to do a roll call
Certainly can. Mr. Baswell,
here?
Mr. Sheridan, Mr. Silk. Here. Mr. Burgess. Here. Samantha Belli.
Here.
I do know Mr. Falcone. Mr. Falcone? Falcone's in the audience to render a decision on one of our past applications. Your zoning solicitor, court reporter, and co-director is also present.
All right, we do have a few to get through here. So our first application is Z 2022-10 for Cellco Partnership. And we did receive an application to withdraw without prejudice. Do we have to make a motion to approve the withdrawal, or just need to go on the record that it's been withdrawn?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, if it pleases the board, I do have a correspondence from the attorney of record, Christopher Schubert, for the applicant, and he has indicated in writing that he'll be withdrawing the application without prejudice, subject to refiling at a later date at his discretion.
Okay.
So if the board wants to accept the withdrawal, we can do a vote on the record, and then the file will be closed.
All right, I make a motion to accept the withdrawal of application Z 2022-10. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, motion carries. Next up is application Z 2022-35 for Tom Pereira, 3111 Sawmill Road. And he is requesting extension for 6 months.
Yes, if you'll bear with me for 1 second, I have correspondence from the attorney of record. Somewhere here in here. Yes. I have a letter from counsel Adam Medlowski requesting an extension of the previously approved zoning approval through, I believe it's August 6th. No, it will be through February of 2025. I'm sorry. February 2025.
All right, to February of 2025. So
It'll be a period of 6 months from tonight.
all right, February. All right, so I will make a motion to approve a 6-month extension for application Z 2022-35, which puts it to February 21st. Is there a second?
I think it's February 16th, 2025.
All right, strike that and make it February 16th, 2025. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, motion carries. All right, next is application Z 2024-01.
We go back to that real quick.
Sure.
So February 16th is a Sunday. So is it January 16th, the third Thursday in January? Or is
Yes,
it
no, it's February. Third Thursday, 20th? Okay, sorry.
Do I need to make a new motion?
Yes.
All right, I make a motion to approve a 6-month extension for application Z 2022-35 to February 20th. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, motion carries. Next up is application Z 2024-01 for 7 Springton Point Drive. This application is no longer required because there's been an amendment to that, I guess, zoning.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, it seems that the Board of Supervisor has amended the particular provision of the zoning ordinance that would render the application moot. I have a letter from the applicant acknowledging that they no longer would be in need of a permit, requesting a refund of their application fee. I would interpret that as their withdrawal of the application based on the Board of Supervisors' actions.
All right. Just make a motion for applications E 2024-01 being withdrawn due to the change to the amendment. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. We're gonna go back to applications E 2024-16, which now brings us to applications E 2024-17 for Scott Halik of 303 Oak Hill Lane in Newtown Square pertaining to the subject property. The applicant is seeking variance relief from section 172-29B subsection 6 to allow for a deck and porch to be constructed within the side yard setbacks. The applicant also requests relief from any other section of the zoning ordinance may be realized during the zoning hearing process. Subject premise is located in the R1 district. Mr. Halik, if you want to step forward and have a seat here and turn your microphone on there if it's not already turned on. And we are just going to get you sworn in here.
I do.
Right, and do we have anybody here who is a party protestant for this application or wishes to make public comment? All right.
Ann Halik. Ann Halik, ANNE. And seamless.
And Andy, is the file in order for this application?
The file is in order. File that says, posted the property. We mailed notice to everyone within a 200-foot radius of the subject property. We also have on the screen the mailing list of all residents who received that notice and photographs of the post, and as well the proof of publication from Cellco Times. It was advertised on 2 separate occasions.
All right,
Mr. Chairman, if I might, I would ask that the application exhibits and related documents presented by the applicant be marked as Township Exhibit number 1, that the list of residents within 200 feet of the subject property, notifying them of tonight's meeting, be marked as Township Exhibit number 2. Proofs of publication from the Delaware County Daily Times, published on 2 consecutive weeks, be marked as Township Exhibit number 3, and the photograph evidencing that the property had been properly posted for tonight's meeting be Township Exhibit number 4.
all right. They are admitted and all right, the floor is yours. If you want to just take us through your application.
Yep. So we've engaged a builder to assist us in building a deck and screened porch on the side of our and back side of our house. The deck itself would extend about 4 feet beyond the edge of the house and go into the setback area a little bit, which is why we're here today.
What is your current setback at now?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
I apologize. I think our
Sorry.
contractor was planning to come.
Is that right? Sorry, we're just trying to look at it to see exactly what you have now and where you're going to.
Give the setbacks in.
I see. Or,
Well, what I can tell you is, according to the existing site plan, there's an existing patio a little bit smaller than what's being proposed. That is also, is now within that side yard setback. The new project will enlarge that footprint a little bit. And, it will be covered, showing that it's a covered roof, so it'll be a roof structure.
Okay,
So it's more an expansion of an existing nonconformity.
okay,
I think if you look at, I don't know what number, I'm sorry, pages 8 and 9 kind of shows that.
yeah,
The current and then the proposed, and you'll see that both is in the, approaching in. We put setback.
You said what is the new patio is 4 feet beyond the existing? The new deck, cover deck is gonna be 4 feet beyond the existing patio?
Beyond the edge of the house. The patio already goes beyond the edge of the house. It's
Correct.
more of a curved edge to it, but it will go slightly beyond the existing patio.
This shows 9.5 feet beyond the house if I'm looking at it. Correct. Is it 4 feet within the allowable setback or 4 feet from the house?
Well, the required setback is 40.
Correct.
So I believe that the request is for, you want to give a little room for error, a 10-foot variance.
okay,
To allow that roof structure to encroach within 30 feet of the property line.
Mhm.
And you would also then be allowing the expansion of the non-conformity.
you have, Andy, any concerns over this?
I don't have any concerns. I don't know if you've spoken to your neighbors, if, obviously they've been made aware of it through our notice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've spoken to our neighbors, including the one who would be on the property just next to where we're thinking of building this structure, and he has no qualms with it.
board have any questions on this or?
I think the site plans kind of existing and proposed. They're pretty good.
You wanna do this one?
Sure.
72.
I'll make a motion to grant the sought variance from section 172-29B, allowing for the deck and porch to be constructed in the side yard setbacks up to 10-foot encroachment, leaving no more than 30 feet. I'm sorry, no less than 30 feet between the property line.
And I would just add to your motion, and recognize the section 172-141F, which is the section that limits or requires special exception approval.
Okay.
For non-conforming expansion.
72,
Yeah.
141, yeah.
Do you want, Sam, you want me to start over, or we good?
No, I think we've got that,
Okay.
and we'll do that, standard, conditions with regard to compliance.
Yep.
On construction.
Yep.
Okay, I'll take care of it.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Aye,
Aye.
motion carries. Good luck with your new deck.
Thank you.
All right, next up is applications E 2024-18. This is Clark Slater and Samantha Simmers, 114 Brookhill Road. The applicant is seeking variance relief from section 172-34B, subsection 5, to allow for an addition to be built into the front yard setback. The applicant also requests relief from any other section of the zoning ordinance that may be realized during the zoning hearing process. The subject premise is located in the R3 district. Clark and Samantha. All right, we'll get you two sworn in. All right, and anyone here as a party protestant or public comment? No? All right, is the file in order?
Yes, file is in order, as you can see on the screen, the property is photographed, the physical posting of the property. If you can scroll down. That is the notice that was placed in the local paper on 2 separate occasions, as well as the mailing list of all the individual residents that received notice within 200 feet of the property boundary.
Mr. Chairman, based on the representation of our zoning officer and for the record, I ask that the application, exhibits, and related documents presented by the applicant be marked as Township Exhibit number 1. That the list of residents within 200 feet of the subject property who've been notified of tonight's hearing be marked as a Township Exhibit number 2. Proofs of publication in the Delaware County Daily Times on 2 consecutive weeks. Noted by the zoning officer, be marked as Township Exhibit number 3. And the picture of the posting of the property for tonight's meeting be marked as Township Exhibit number 4.
All right, they are admitted. And the floor is yours. Take us through your application.
We're just trying to maximize the amount of room that we have for our family. We have 4 kids, and right now we're all kind of crammed into 3 bedrooms on 1 floor. We currently have a bay window in the front, and there's like a roof overhang that comes over that, so it kind of made sense to us to extend the 2nd floor over that window. And that also we're just trying to maximize our interior living space for everybody.
Has any drawings been submitted or anything to?
Yeah.
Oh, they're there. I don't have them in my file.
And again, if I could help, what we're dealing with here is a existing
I'm listening. Sorry, I was trying to find a copy of the actual.
it's an existing non-conforming lot. It's a corner lot. And the current setback is 29,
29.7.
29 feet, 7 inches.
I don't know if I saw it.
And because it's a corner lot and the way the house is positioned on it currently, it's not really, it doesn't give you nice clean angles and everything. So with the additional living space projecting over and into that required yard, that's why we find ourselves here expanding that nonconformity because the projection is making it smaller. It's reducing that front yard setback.
And the additional 2 feet will just go right over our existing patio. It's not encroaching on the neighbor.
Okay.
Our ordinance allows like bay window projections to be 18 inches, but from the required setback.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we're starting out with a non-conforming setback. So any projection that's added, they have to come here to see that relief.
Is it just a 2-foot overhang or is it the portico?
So
So the house itself will hang over 2 feet, and then there is a pent roof off the front that's
Slash portico.
also 2 feet. And I believe the portico is
the same.
the
I think it's 2
same
feet.
length as that, so I think it'll be 4 total.
The portico's in line with the pent roof.
I believe
Yeah.
so.
What is the existing setback? 25 feet?
29.
79?
We have gone around to all of our immediate neighbors and talked to them. We got their sign off on what we're doing. And
Put that into evidence. Or just mark it? Thank you.
Do you know the setback by any chance from the corner of the streets, like the true center of your?
I
We have
don't
our-
know from the
Not sure about-
corner to the front to the face of the house.
So we're not even going over the whole front of the house.
Well, that part will be.
Oh.
Right, like, are you, Andy, are they just seeking a variance essentially for the corners because of the shape of the lot?
Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
wherever that building intersects with that setback line.
Wanna put this into signatures.
You can put it, mark it, I'll take it, mark it, make it, applicant's exhibit, number one.
I'm sorry, what's the required setback for front yard?
42 feet.
I'm sorry,
The
required
required front
setback
yard
for-
setback for,
required setback is 40 feet.
Front
40?
yard is 45,
I'm sorry, let me go back,
It's front yard, right?
go back to my. Yeah, the required, so I did a review on August 17th, 2023. And the front yard setback in the R3 is 45 feet. They're currently at 29.7. They're asking for that extension of the habitable space as well as the pen.
Mhm. Guess I'll just see. That is like 45. Just because of the shape of the road that it makes it.
yeah, already non.
So. But it's only 9. Mhm. I'll make a motion to approve application Z 2024-18, granting variance relief from section 172-34B.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Oh,
All right,
you may want to just amend that again to address 172, 141 F.
Which requires a special exception.
all right, so. You want us to say that again on the record then for amending that approval with 172, 141 F?
All right. Repeat it.
Start over.
All right, I'll grant.
We want to start the whole
I
process.
make
from the
a
beginning?
motion to approve application Z 2024-18, granting variance relief from section 172-34B and special exception for section 172-141.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we do have one application left, but we are going to take a quick recess for an executive session. So,
Have a good night. Have a good night.
What's that gentleman? Gentleman in the back. Sorry, who's that guy in the back?
Thank the guy. I was a stranger.
so that we're. Are we, you good, guys, if I get started? You guys? All right. All right, all right, next up is application Z 2024-16 for Mark Reynolds of 18 Ashley Road. This was an application that was pending a decision from last month. We did receive some new evidence in the last 24 hours, which with that new evidence is going to require us to open a previously closed application. The record was closed on this, so I will need to make we'll have to have a vote to open the record. So I am going to make a motion to open the record on application Z 2024-16. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor of opening the application?
Aye.
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 All right, motion carries. The record has been opened. And to go on the record, we received a new site plan which highlighted the impervious surface being requested and all the setbacks that we were looking for in the previous meeting. So this application was discussed in an executive session, so we're going to go into our decision. I guess, can I roll right into that, Sam? Is that, okay, so the impervious I'm going to make a motion to approve application Z 2024-16 with some, I'm going to list off the relief that we are giving. According to calculations submitted, there's a 35.8% impervious surface request. So we're going to approve the variance from section 172-33B subsection 4. We are going to approve the variance from section 172-103C subsection 1 that shows a second shed on the property. We're going to approve variance from section 172-103C subsection 1 and B for the, it's 1 and B. So that's for the shed pad being 182.33 square feet. Then we also have a special exception required for section 172-103F subsection 4. That is for the distance between the shed and the house. And we are going to grant a variance from section 172-103F subsection 3, B, and 172-33B subsection 6. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, aye. All right, motion carries. And that is our last application for the night. So the meeting is adjourned.